Hello everyone, welcome back to 12th session of this IoT course. Last session I have discussed what is Raspberry Pi, usefulness of Raspberry Pi, hardware and software specifications, how to install Raspberry Pi OS in Raspberry Pi, some hardware add-ons and commands. Today I will start with IoT protocol. I will discuss only MQTT. In application layer, there are different protocols like MQTT, COAP, AMQP and many more. But in Internet Protocol stack, in application layer, there are many protocols like HTTP, FTP, SMTP and decoupling producers and consumers. Lightweight. Smallest packet size only 2 bytes, reduce client's footprint, then reliable, 3 QoS levels, that means quality of service level, at most once, at least once, exactly once, avoid packet loss on client disconnection. So now we can see guys how MQTT broker and MQTT client can communicate. So I will tell you some examples of MQTT client first, then broker. Sensors may be the MQTT client. Laptop or your computer may be the MQTT client. Mobile may be your MQTT client. And MQTT broker means when you installed MQTT broker software in your Raspberry Pi, then Raspberry Pi may be your MQTT broker. So guys, you can see here from temperature sensor, one arrow is going to MQTT broker. That means sensor can transfer data to MQTT broker. And that means sensor is publishing data to MQTT broker. So guys, you can see below the arrow publish is written. That means temperature sensor is publishing data to MQTT broker. So but for a particular topic, its topic is basically the temperature data in this case, because it is temperature sensor, for example 28 degree. So whenever a device or sensor publishing some data, there must be a topic. Okay, so in this case topic is the temperature. Now broker is receiving the data. So now other two clients over here are laptop and mobile. So laptop wants to get data, that is temperature data, from MQTT broker. So that means laptop must subscribe to that data or that particular topic. So guys, you can see the blue arrow, subscribe to temperature topic. That means as soon as the MQTT broker will receive the temperature data, the MQTT broker will send this data to the laptop. That means MQTT broker is publishing data to the laptop. Okay, because MQTT client already subscribed that particular topic, and that is why MQTT broker is sending data to the laptop, that is MQTT client, or you can say publish the data to MQTT client, that is laptop, for a topic temperature. Similar thing will happen for mobile also. Mobile phone also subscribed to temperature topic. That means whenever MQTT broker will receive the temperature data, then broker will transmit the data to mobile phone, that is MQTT client, for a topic temperature. That means MQTT broker has published the data for a topic, that is temperature, to mobile phone, that is MQTT client. This is the communication between MQTT client and the broker. So, for our case, we will install the MQTT broker as Mosquito, okay, in my Raspberry Pi. So, now come to different quality of services of MQTT. There are three quality of services: quality of service 0, 1 and 2. Let us start with the quality of service 0. That means at most once, fire and forget. There is no case of storage. Publisher will transmit data to the broker. That means publisher will publish data to the broker, maybe the temperature data. Then broker will receive the data and publish it to subscriber. No storage. After certain time, publisher will delete the data. Okay, so that is the case, that is called fire and forget. No storage. After publishing, no storage, or before publishing, no storage. Next, quality of service 1, that is at least once. Publisher will store the data before publishing, then publish the data to broker. Broker will store the data, then publish it to subscriber. Data may be the temperature data. Then broker will delete the data, then give an acknowledgement to publisher, pub-ac. Then only publisher will delete the data from the memory. Next is quality of service 2, exactly once. Publisher will store the message or data first, then publish it to broker. Broker will receive it and store it, and then publish it to the subscriber. Data may be the temperature data. Then after publishing, broker will give one acknowledgement to the publisher, pub-rec, and the publisher will send a pub-rec to the broker. After that, broker can delete the message. Then broker will, after deleting, broker will send a pubcom to publisher. Then only the publisher will delete the message. That is exactly once, quality of service 2. So now how to install MQTT in your machine, or you can say the Raspberry Pi. So guys, you can see there are different commands. We have to just type this command in Raspberry Pi terminal, nothing else. Okay. So I think guys, you are capable of typing all these commands in your terminal, that is your Raspberry Pi terminal, to just install MQTT and as well as the Mosquito. Mosquito is basically the MQTT broker. So guys, you can see there are different commands. Just I am not reading out these commands. You can see from here. Just type these commands in your Raspberry Pi terminal. So this is the apt-get install Mosquito client. This is actually we are installing the Mosquito client by this command. So now how you can test that whether this client and there is MQTT client and MQTT broker can communicate correctly. So now I will open my Raspberry Pi terminal and I will show you that how the communication is going on. click on this, just scan the IP, click on advanced IP scanner, then click on scan to scan the Raspberry Pi IP. Guys, you can see the Pi IP is 192.168.0.12. just it is blue means it is active. Is copy IP, then minimize, open the remote desktop. Already is written, but still I am copying this once more for you guys. Then click on yes, type Pi is my username, and then Raspberry. This is my Raspberry Pi terminal. So I told you already I have installed this MQTT. So that's why I'll just tell you how to communicate, or how MQTT broker and client can communicate each other. Please wait. Okay guys, you can see there are two terminals over here. You may think terminal 1 may be the client 1, or terminal 2 may be the client 2, or vice versa, and my Raspberry Pi is the MQTT broker. Already I told you I have installed MQTT broker software, that is Mosquito, in my Raspberry Pi, and my Raspberry Pi IP address is 192.168.0.12. Now I'll show you how client can communicate with the Raspberry Pi, that is the MQTT broker, and how client can subscribe a topic, or how client can publish data into MQTT broker, that is the Raspberry Pi. And after that I will show you MQTT broker, that is the Raspberry Pi, is publishing data to the subscribe client. So already I told you this is subscriber and publish protocol, MQTT. That means if you want to take data from broker, the device has to subscribe it. Okay, the client has to subscribe it. Okay, so just enlarge this one guys first, or it is better not to enlarge it. Okay, so now I'll just click on this. So guys, you can see here, this is the, okay, over here this is, I'll go to this. First I'll type the command. So just guys, you can see this is the Mosquito pub. So first you have to subscribe it. Please wait a minute. Okay, no issue. So we'll type over here. Type, rather probably first type sub in subscribing, but my IP address already you have seen. This is not 192.168.0.5, it is 12 for a topic this. No need to give this. So that means this is the command, that is MQTT _sub -H192.168.0.12, that is the IP address of the Raspberry Pi, -T, and the topic is this is Amtronics underscore MQTT. Then give enter. As soon as give enter, so that means the particular client subscribe the topic. So now broker will publish it. Now another client will publish the data to MQTT broker, that is my Raspberry Pi, and my Raspberry Pi IP address is 198.168.0.12. Click on that. So now I'll click this. So this is mosquito, or you can change the message, like you can write hello world, give double quote, only write hello, and then enter. As soon as give enter, just you can see guys, the subscriber will receive the message hello. Okay, so now if you want to give is hi, then enter. Just see this one, subscriber will receive this message. Okay, so that is the communication between the broker and the client guys. Okay, so this is all about the MQTT protocol. That's it for today. Thank you very much.